What's up, everybody? I'm just over here reading some stuff um it's ta- on StreamYard talking to me about different things on X and what I have to do to get certain things going on this great Thursday night. My kids are playing with my wife, having fun, and we're getting after it today. So I want to say thank you. Number one, welcome. Number 2, for coming into, the Fourth and Go pod. It's been a minute, right? Hopefully the quality is great. Hopefully, and let me move my mic up so y'all can see it a little bit. Hopefully the quality is great. Hopefully everything is going well for you guys this week as we really get going. Um, Tough loss for LSU, obviously. Um, this past week as we are trying to figure some things out. Paul and some of the guys, David and others, all talked about how um, Jay really likes to give the fellas a time to get back, get their feet on the ground, and get going. So I want to say thank you guys all for being here, giving me the chance to continue to do this as I continue to love to do so. And for all of you guys, I want to make sure that I get the chance to kind of play around and learn StreamYard tonight. Obviously, I'm not going to leave that over my face on the screen. Um, but I really want to get into LSU basketball. And right now, it's a tough subject. Right now, it is not something that we necessarily want to engulf ourselves in, want to talk about, really want to get into, but we're going to anyway. Um, you know, I think for me, I've done you guys a disservice to not be more involved in it, not talk more about it. Um, but we're going to start doing that moving forward. And really, what I want to talk about first is what we are hearing. I'm not even going to say what I'm hearing. What we are hearing around LSU baseball and Will Wade. So recently, and I'm sure that you guys have heard, but recently there's been a lot of talk that Will Wade could be an option for LSU. I think we've all assumed that, all thought that from the jump. Um, but really, I don't think that any of us ever I don't know. There's been a lot of hate, right? Especially from secret NC State fans who want to jump onto my X account under Austin Taylor. And as you see at the bottom of this live, you see that you can go and follow me on both of them, both at Fourth and Go. Subscribe and like our Fourth and Go pod. Just came to realize that once upon a time there may have been someone else who did something like this with a similar name, and that's why consistency is key, period, right? That's why consistency is key to doing this, being involved every day, and really caring enough to say, hey, you know what, we're human, we have bad weeks, we're allowed to maybe miss a week, right? But in order for us to get the following and have the impact that we want in the community that we've built, we have to get on here and we have to share what we know with you guys. And so rumors are swirling that there is an opportunity for us to maybe get Will Wade. Now it might come and see. We'll see if NC State makes the tournament. I don't think they will. Um, but I think that there is no amount of money that we don't throw at him, and no amount of money that we are not willing to give him to get him to LSU, right? Um, and pardon me, guys, if I'm not seeing your comments. I'm gonna pull X up while we're sitting here. I'm gonna pull X up because I want to make sure that I see you guys' comments and that I can respond to them as we um, really get rolling tonight. But he is going to give us a chance. I truly believe that. That's just from what I understand. I think there is a love, there is a passion, there is something about Will Wade and LSU that just makes sense. And he doesn't want to be like Lane. He doesn't want to jump ship in the middle of the playoff. He doesn't want to leave his boys off to the wayside as maybe they have the opportunity to go and do more. And I think that in order for him to really get what he needs, he has to do it the right way, and he's going to do it the right way. I think it's in Will Wade's nature and in the way that he carries himself to make sure he follows the right procedures, I guess. I mean, the man literally got investigated by the FBI. Like, what are we talking about? So I am super stoked for the opportunity for him to come back. As you guys know, he coached my cousin up here in the corner. And what a lovely time and what a lovely human being that he is. And I think we just have to be willing to understand that LSU basketball is not LSU football. LSU basketball is not baseball. But there is a opportunity for greatness there if we get the right person in there. And while we are allegedly, which it's now factual data, but paying players to come and play at LSU, I think now we have learned that two things, right? You can pay players now. Ed Ogeron said it best. They come through the front door now. They ain't got to hide it in a brown paper bag anymore, right? So number one, number two, he understands the culture. He understands recruiting. He knows what it takes at a basketball school to come and have success at a non-basketball school. And I think that the recruits that you see that are interested, that are actually more leaning more towards SMU currently, Marcus Smart's or Marcus Spears' son, and there's one other one out there that the name is just escaping me, but please understand that he knows LSU and he knows LSU basketball. He built himself in this culture down there. Boot up was a saying that really he helped foster. And now we see people using that and monetizing it because it really is a great way to increase your ability to reach more. And I need to get me my boy Mike. I need to get me one of them LA. The real LA is in Baton Rouge hats is in the boot. Um, but anyway, just know I think we have more of a chance than maybe you believe to get Will Wade back. And some people don't want him back, but I think he's a lot better and he's going to be a lot better for the city, for the state, for the culture of this team, this basketball program than y'all think, especially with us getting a new stadium and a new building down the road. So bear with us, have patience, right? Verge and them are doing so many things. And that really leads me to talk about what happened today. So if you weren't active on Twitter like myself, if you weren't engaged and out there all day, and for those, I'm gonna say it right now, I hate AT&T. Hate them. They suck. But, you know, they made a deal with LSU and through Jeff Landry to do two things. And I think there's something that's not going said about this whole deal that needs to be talked about. And that is the security and safety of the people, so us fans who are coming on campus, going to the games, parking our cars close to campus in the parking lot of Death Valley, that has gone unsaid. There's a reason why they specifically spoke about law enforcement and the signal and all of the other things that come with that. You think they're just throwing cell phone boosters in the stadium and calling it a day, Wi-Fi boosters in the stadium calling it a day? $45 million in Baton Rouge of all places. Let's talk about it, right? So understand that revenue, that money that they are pouring into the stadium is going to do two things, right? I think that you see an influx of, or you just see a boost in amount of security, the amount of law enforcement around campus. And then also, it gives us a chance to do things like you've seen with other schools where, yes, we do have a network, but now we have AT&T ingrained into the stadium. You have a major power company as the first official patch on any jersey in college football. And the thing I love about that specifically the most is that it's not like those stupid patches you see in the NBA where they take up enough space and they're not the color of the team's jerseys. They understood the importance of not taking away from the history and heritage of LSU. You may hate it, the old heads hate it, I get it, but guess what? You think that that's the first thing that's going to change with the jerseys as Lane Kiffin steps into the building? You saw it in women's basketball. We had the most outside of this jersey right here with a tiger eye on it, we had some bland shit, honestly. And I love tradition and I love LSU's OG jerseys, but don't tell me that you don't like being able to buy a yellow jersey. Don't tell me that you didn't like being able to buy a jersey with freaking camouflage in the numbers. I have the hoodie in my closet. There are certain things that we don't get to do that make us even more proud of the culture that is down there in the bayou. So embrace this stuff, guys. Understand that, yeah, I get it. It takes away from our normal, we wear white at home and we wear purple sometimes, and maybe we're a little hesitant of it. We won a national title with them jersey combos. And like the bridge that we need to rebuild, build one and get over it, right? I get you. I understand your frustration, but there's so much more to the culture. There's so much more to the heritage of LSU than just white jerseys every Saturday and purple every once in a while. We've come to love the all white combo, even though we struggle in it, right? We've come to love those white lids with the purple jerseys and white pants. Now, I wish we could get the damn stripe right, but I mean, it's something, right? So there's so much going on. There's so much positive. There's so many good things around this team, around this state, around really LSU. And don't take everything that you hear from the Mosconas for factual data. You know, you have folks like my boy Lone getting suspended on Twitter, but you want to report things that you're unsure of. And I'm glad that you're able to apologize for him on the back end, but come on, man. You got enough bread. You understand the market enough. Come on. You know, me and my boy Paul actually today were talking, and I'm not going to say exactly what we were talking about. I'm not going to put Paul on that like that. And congrats. Hey, matter of fact, while we're on the subject, two things. You have a lot of shows popping off right now in this LSU community. A lot. And one that I want to really talk about tonight while we're at it, and I'm going to make sure that I don't say it wrong because I would do Paul a huge disservice if I did that to him, is the Walk It Off pod. Go follow Walk It Off Talk on X. The video editing skills that this man has been able to show and develop in, I don't know, barely any time or outstanding. Paul, I'm proud of you, brother. Keep it up, right? Thank you for checking me when I need to be checked. Thanks for calling me when I need to hear it. AP, same thing to you. I know that you and my other brother Zach are live right now, and I need to tap in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube while I'm on. But just understand, like, there's so much going on for us right now, guys. The what we got with Lane is similar to the traffic and the publicity, and just wait for the boost that comes on social media if Will Wade comes back. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought it was crazy with Lane coming. What's up? What's up, Paul? Thanks for being in here, brother. But Will Wade comes back to LSU after getting fired when they probably should have waited. Stop panicking. Somebody said it best. In my opinion, probably the best LSU podcast out there. Really, I didn't even realize how much I listened to it until I got into it once Lang became coach. Shout out to AYS because I'm going to tell you this right now. I put it in a comment in a super chat one time, like $5 or something. Thank you for giving us the chance to be inspired to do this. And where the message of consistency comes from, number one, we appreciate you for that. But number two, there's another message that I want to share with you guys. And if you don't know how to spell, I'll do it for you. R E A RELAX. I almost spelled it wrong. Almost looked stupid on live. Relax. We're going to get a coach. He's not gone yet, so we're not going to make it the strongest subject in the conversation. I'm not going to wish bad on Matt, but I do not want to see this LSU program continue to be where it's at in basketball. I'm sick and tired of watching them lose basketball games and having to celebrate that we beat the freaking Ole Miss Rebels the other night, last night, whenever. Shout out to the girls for beating them and coming back in the fourth quarter comeback. We should have never been in double overtime with them in the first place. Come on. What are we doing? We're fighting, and don't forget that they beat us last year in a baseball series that we got to get our get back. And all that stuff that they're going to be talking, and I'm going to try not to cuss on this stream just in case we got kids watching. All the stuff that they want to talk, just wait, because that BTA y'all want to talk about, we got some leather ones for you, straight out the bayou, and we're coming for you. So be ready, because when AP and I and Chip pull up and y'all start talking crazy and we're repping LSU down there, just be ready. Because when you get blown out your own stadium, you're not ready for what's coming after that. The trolling, the talking, all of the stuff that comes from Lane and his mouth, and all the hate he's been receiving from his peers as in other basketball, other football, other coaches at that university. Y'all are the baby. I'm not even call you the little brother. You're the baby brother. Baby brother. So if you're an Ole Miss fan and you're in this podcast, go on ahead and tap out. We ain't trying to deal with y'all tonight. Okay. Just understand you're not the little brother, you're the baby brother. You always will be. And somebody tried to at AP today and talk about how they're our rival. You are a rival, I guess, but you're not Alabama. Texas A&M is more of a rival than you are, and they beat us what, twice since they've been in the SEC? What are we talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Sit down, pout, sit in the corner, continue to cope, and let us be. Because there's a level of greatness that comes with the word Louisiana State University, that LSU that's across our chest. And for some of us on our arm, it's a lifestyle, not Sperry's and too short shorts and headbands for the boys with the long hair. Come on. And I apologize for the rant, but also please make sure you go tap in with Go Deep Dive is the name of one of our fellas' new podcasts. So David and Zach both are getting it done. Love you too, Paul. I ain't afraid to say it on live. I love you too, brother. But understand that there is so much, and I'll say this again and I'll move on, but there's so much going on for all of us right now, and consistency is key. So for Babin, who was on tonight, and Babin, if you get a chance to watch, I'd love it. I'd love to also connect with you and be a guest on your stream someday. Let me know. We can connect. I'll DM you tonight. But all of us are doing something that some of us never felt comfortable doing in the first place. And I want to make sure that you guys all hear it from me, because I did make a TikTok post and I'll continue doing it, talking about the importance of breaking down walls for yourself, your family, and all of those that are around you. Give credit to who deserves it, because for me, in the conversations I was having as I'm spending $600 at Costco today with my wife was, "Hey, would you mind if I did a stream today?" It's a team thing. If you don't have those circumstances, good for you. But I have 2 kids and a wife who love me dearly and wanna see me be successful and wanna see me do something that I love to do. And she knows damn well better than anybody I'm a great talker. That's what I'm good at. Probably should shut up sometimes, but I'm still gonna talk anyway. So make sure that you give credit, make sure that you build confidence in yourself, and that you give yourself the opportunity to do something that you love. If this is what you love, start it. Be consistent. Post on TikTok, post on Instagram, do what makes you uncomfortable. Because when you do that, you're going to find success and find joy, whether it's watching yourself talk like I do sometimes and editing video like a lot of us do that are in here. And shout out to the 28 people that are watching. I think that's the most, 29 now, that we've ever had in one stream. So thank you. But hear me, do it because if you want to do it, you're going to be great at it. Just give yourself the chance. And so, with that being said, and outside of Paul, hop in here and talk to me, y'all. Come on. Let me know what's going on tonight. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if y'all want to know where to get this dad gang hat at. If you need one, Paul, I still need to send you one. I just need you to text me your address. But with that being said, we also have something else coming up here soon. And we're not going to be on for long tonight because really I wanted to talk to y'all mostly about basketball and bring up some stuff about, just confidence. AT&T announcing their deal with us. Um, and also for all of us that are sad right now because spring football isn't going on, it's coming. And I'm gonna say pause. I'm gonna pre-say pause, but it's coming quick. Pause. So for me, understand that we have the opportunity to do something that we haven't seen in a while, which is to be hush hush on our spring practices. I do not think, and I genuinely mean this, I do not think that we are going to be in there. I think Lane wants privacy and he wants to have his time to develop the greatness that he needs to get this roster where it needs to be next season. For me, who doesn't live in Baton Rouge anyway, I can't go get, a 30-foot ladder and stand up on it and watch spring practice from over the fencing. Wish that I could, but I can't. I'd be driving down that way, Paul. I'll let you know right now, brother. I'm not paying $1,400 for flights. So it looks like it's going to be a long drive for me. That's all I'm going to say. Me and my wife talked about it tonight. We're coming. Okay. We're coming. So sorry, I got another tangent. But anyway, spring practice is going to be, I think, more hush hush moving forward. I think that the formatting of spring practice is taken more serious. Lane Kiffin is not to sit on the beach and wait for success to find him. You've seen it in the way that they practice. You've seen it in the way that he coaches. One thing that you did not see with Brian Kelly was anything but about 60 golf rounds and the inability to understand what was going on with his damn O line. How does that happen? Don't give yourself credit for something that you were good at when you were up in North Bend, up in the cold at a Catholic school. Don't give yourself credit for that. Oh, well, they're going to gel eventually. I wish I had the clip. I'd drop it in here right now and I might put it on the TikTok post. You should know immediately whether that team, that O line, those fellas are going to do it or not do it. And you need to sit their asses down if they're not ready. Do not put somebody in there that cannot play. If he cannot play, let him practice, grow, and develop. Make him redshirt and move on. If he transfers, sayonara, move on. We just brought in 60 of them. I think we'll be okay. And that's something we also have to understand. In this new era of college football and this new era of LSU football, I hate it because I love the old school way, but we have to grow and adapt. I get how you feel. I understand what you see, but Lane is going to bring in 30 guys. He doesn't absolutely need it, maybe less, but you're going to get 15 to 20, maybe 25, depending on the level of talent. I'd really say 15 to 20 from the high school ranks, and you're going to see the rest come from the transfer portal. That is how you win. We are not Indiana. We play probably 6 top 15 teams next year, maybe more. Indiana probably plays 2. Different programs, different expectations. They've never won one. We've won multiple in a lot of different sports. So we have more in all of our sports as a university than most of the SEC programs do, period. So understand that if we want to win and we want to get back to the top, we have to relax. We have to trust Lane and his staff and understand that Blake Baker's defense last year, had he had Lane Kiffin's offense, probably, honestly, is a top 10 defense. I don't think that it's any less than that. He was 27th this year with no offense. So imagine that. With that being said, guys, I think ultimately I want to say, and I want to end the show on this note and move along and let you guys enjoy the rest of your night. But because I got some shows I need to watch and I got some people I need to support because I've been MIA recently and I'm going to get back on that. But this is what I'm going to say for all of you guys. We are in a place where we have been, in Brian Kelly's words, spoiled this offseason. And I love it. I'm actually, I wish I could share my screen. I think I can, but I'll have to figure it out later. I am in the process of ordering my entire family LSU merch. And the sad thing is, most of them don't have it. My wife has a couple things. My son has a couple things. My daughter has some shirts that we got for her when she was a baby. Now she's 2, so she needs some more. But we plan on getting to a couple baseball games this year, and they need to be decked out. And I'm going to get it done. That's what the rest of my night is going to look like. But I want to say thank you guys. That's really where I wanted to go to end this show. Thank you to the 32 people that are on my Twitter live right now. This is the most we've ever had. I want to say I appreciate you. Please share it. Please repost it. Please like and comment. I will interact with every single one of y'all's comments, good, bad, ugly. If you say some off the wall stuff, you might get reported, but I don't block nobody. You can block me, mostly Ole Miss fans, but I ain't blocking none of y'all. Number one. Number two, thank you again for giving me the chance and the confidence. And really, I want to thank two people for this. Two people. AP, number one, and number one, really A and B. They're both really 1As, both. Paul and AP have kept me in check and given me the feedback, the understanding, the confidence, shown me patience, shown me love, and really showed me what it looks like to be someone who you know, bleed the same color as, and can call a brother. We don't do sentiment and stuff like that on shows like that because I know that's not what y'all want to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway because they need to know, they need to hear it. I got mad love for y'all fellas. I wouldn't have done this episode had I not got on the call with you guys both today. Shout out to both of you. And we all have some work to do. And I'm really excited for what the future holds. My 2026 is going to be better than I ever could have expected it. And I want to say thank y'all for that. And one last thing that I'm going to do, and I really want to make this important. I'm a young fella. Me and Lane Kiffin share the same birthday, May 9th. But tomorrow is my mom's birthday. And so I think where we all miss the mark sometimes is we don't give credit for those who deserve it the most. I'm not on this earth without you, mom. I don't deserve all of the great things that I've gotten if it wasn't for your patience, understanding, and kindness and love that you've shown me in my life. Understand the impact that you have. Enjoy tomorrow because I have some stuff coming for you tomorrow. And happy birthday. I love you. My mom's a young woman, 17 years older than me. She deserves every ounce of credit and every ounce of love that she maybe hasn't gotten, but should have over these last 30 years. And I'm the oldest, so I'm not the only one that owes it to her. But I want to tell you, happy birthday, mom. I love you. If you're not watching, I'll share it with you and you can watch this tomorrow. But understand that without you, I'm not here. Without you, I don't get to do this show. And for all y'all moms out there that don't hear it enough, your kids, your sons, all of us, we all love you. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for joining the Fourth and Go pod and go Tigers. Peace.